So this morning, Nintendo came out and made the following statements. Basically, we've seen this playbook before, but I'll quickly summarize before we give our immediate feedback. Nintendo's E3 activities will kick off Tuesday, June 13th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. That's 12 p.m. Eastern time. And they will have a video presentation called Nintendo Spotlight, E3 2017. This presentation will offer more details about Super Mario Odyssey and other Nintendo Switch games with the focus on games launching in 2017. Reminder for folks, if you're watching this, PSA for you, you can watch all of this on IGN.com. We're also going to be on YouTube.com/IGN, and we start at 8:30 in the morning of Pacific time on June 13th, or that is 11:30 if you are on the East Coast, 4:30 p.m. if you're in British Standard Time, and 2 p.m. on Saturday for the Aussies. Second thing in their announcement, Nintendo Treehouse Live will continue to showcase and live stream upcoming Nintendo Switch and 3DS games. And then finally, there are 2 live tournaments happening. One is for the 2017 Splatoon 2 World Inkling Invitational, which is happening on June 13th. And then, which is the first international Splatoon tournament. Mm-hmm. And then finally, June 14th, you'll have an ARMS tournament as well. So immediate reaction right here. What do you guys think of these plans?
Well, they haven't announced a whole lot of stuff. Obviously, you know, E3 is about learning about new games, and you know, they're not going to tell you anything exciting and surprising in an announcement like that. I mean, it sounds like a repeat of last year's plan.
Or the year before. Last year was Zelda.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Last year had some of it with live. That's right. Treehouse Live.
I forgot. Last year was one Hyrule Playground. Yeah. So it sounds like a repeat of the kind of the digital event approach, rebranded with a new name.
Yes.
Spotlight. Yeah. Digital event sounds very stark, so I think it's a smart idea to to replace that. The only, look, I want to know more, right? Like ARMS comes out like a week after E3
that
or something.
Friday it comes out.
And it's like, I get that they're doing a tournament there, and it's kind of like the last hurrah for that game before it comes out. But like, I would love it much more if they announced a new Smash Brothers or something at E3 and then did a tournament for that, like a real surprise like that. They're not going to tell us right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, and actually, to push back on that a little further, I think that if you do that, you're sending ARMS out to what? Like to do what in the marketplace? You know, what I mean?
Arms flail. What do you do with your arms?
Yeah, you're basically sending it out to do nothing, like at retail wise, because now you've shifted all the excitement from fighting communities to Smash. I just think that might.
Yeah, I also think
just to say,
well, it wouldn't come out like a week later, right?
No,
like if they,
and that's why Smash could or could not show up at E3 in my book.
I mean, I don't think they need Smash Brothers right now. You know, they just don't. Like, they will eventually. I would love it. I would love to see that there. But right now, like, I think Jose's correct. They're focusing on the games they just launched. They're focusing on ARMS. Reading the press release from them this morning had me concerned for a bit, because I kept reading we were focusing on the Switch games launching in 2017. But then halfway through the press release, they go, the future of the Switch and 3DS and beyond and all that. So that got me excited, because E3 is strange. I'm constantly torn between, like, show me the games that we're playing in the next 6 months. With Nintendo, they're generally pretty good at that, aside from Zelda, which got delayed. But I also want, I want a couple of those both. There's one more, more surprise type of thing. But they're really going into E3 in a great place. Considering last year, where we went into E3, they said, we're not talking about Switch, or NX. They said, we're not showing you anything but Zelda. They said, we're not doing this, we're not doing that. They told us all the things they're not doing, and the one thing they were. And it kind of made our jobs weird, and the fans as well, because your expectations immediately are like, okay, well, now I know what's not going to happen.
We called it the E3 nightmare. Let's just be fair, right? Like, from the beginning, we were like, this is not how any company typically approaches this. This seems either desperation because it's the only thing they have, or it's that good. Yeah. It ended up being both, really. Hey everyone, Jose Otero here for IGN, and that was just a taste of our conversation this week on Nintendo Voice Chat. If you want the full episode, head on over to youtube.com/Nintendo Voice Chat. Make sure you subscribe there so you can catch up with everything we're doing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.